if the application is vulnerable for SQL injection, there is a chance that you can actually perform data extraction also. Means, why to worry about only username and password? There can be a bunch of other details that you can collect from the database directly if you can dump the database contents directly, right? So let's try that on this particular application. All of you head back to the Mutillidae application, set the security level to 0 again by clicking on toggle security. Make sure that you are back to level 0. This time, let's take a different page that is present on this Mutillidae application. So all of you head towards the menu that you see on the left-hand side, OWASP top 10, A1 injection, SQLI extract data, and choose user info page. Choose user info page, which is present under OWASP top 10, A1 injection, SQLI extract data, user info. Click on that. That will open up a different page. Again, this comes with a lot of different misconfigurations that can allow you to test for SQL injection. So second example is data extraction. We are going to do data extraction from this particular page. OWASP top 10, A1 injection, SQL extract data, and user info. This application is on Metasploitable 2. And now there is username and password again. All of you provide username and password that you have created before. This time when you click on view account details, it will display the user account information. That's it. Nothing much. But when you are giving username and password, it is actually displaying signature also. There are 3 different details that it is displaying. From where it is bringing all these details? Obviously from the database, right? In any application, if you suspect that it is bringing this information from the database and displaying it on the page, this can be a point to perform SQL injection. This can be a triggering point, right? So login pages for authentication bypass, and any page, web page that is actually retrieving data from the database can be a point for SQL injection. Now, if you provide any other username and password, that username and password along with its signature will be displayed. But in general, only your user details you know, so you can see only your details. But if the application is vulnerable for SQL injection, you can try retrieving other user related details also. Let's try the same logic that we have used previously. Like username, I'm going to add admin. Password, I'm going to add 1 quotation mark or quotation mark 1 quotation mark is equal to quotation mark 1. 1 quotation mark, this particular thing, 1 quotation mark or quotation mark 1 quotation mark is equal to quotation mark 1. Again, you don't need to by heart this. It is just 1 or 1 is equal to 1. Only thing is we are removing single quotes at the end. Everything else you need to balance. If you add that, you will be able to see all other usernames and passwords. Because we just bypassed that protection of only restricting it to one single username. But with this, we are able to retrieve only 3 different fields. That's it. The username, password, and the signature. So admin's password is admin as username, admin pass. John's password is monkey. Adrian passwords is some password. Can actually see all other users' passwords. But apart from password, there can be a bunch of other details in the database. Let's try using an automated tool called as SQLMap, which can allow us to extract a bunch of other details also. Note down these commands and also try doing it along with me. First thing that we need to do is to pick up this username field and password field related URL. Now, all of you start visiting this page or reloading this page again. A1 injection, SQL extract data, user info. Submit some username and password. It is not compulsory that you should give valid username and password. Give some username and password. It can be correct or wrong, whatever thing. And in the URL, you will notice the username and password are already present. Now, this is kind of URL that you can give to SQLMap, which can do that triggering to find out all different details in the database. Copy that particular URL. What to do? OWASP top 10, A1 injection, SQL extract data, user info. In that page, provide some username and password. I'm just giving admin as username and password. Copy this particular URL. Now, if you want to test for SQL injection on any application, this is a simple process. Wherever you suspect that it is vulnerable for SQL injection, copy that URL and give it to SQLMap. Now, what is the command? SQLMap followed by space SQLMap space -u and provide the URL within single quotes or double quotes. I'm going to paste the URL that we have copied from that web application here. Now, as I mentioned before, there will be databases. Inside databases will have tables. Tables will have rows and columns. I will extract the information in the same order. I want to list how many databases are there on the target MySQL instance. So to do that, we'll use -DBS option, databases. So the basic syntax is this: SQL map -u within single quotes, put that URL and use -DBS as an option to list all the databases. Let's run this particular command. Now you can notice that SQL map will start asking series of questions. I noticed a cookie value here. Do you want me to use this cookie? By default, the option is Y. So I can simply press enter. So it will consider that. But it will start asking these questions more frequent for every step, for every detail. For example, it noticed that there is a possibility of MySQL. Do you want to proceed the test for MS SQL and other databases also? If you want, then yes. If not, no. If you don't want to do all these things, then if you check the SQL map help manual, there is an option that you can use to skip all these questions and take default one. And what is that option? You can simply add -batch option. Never ask for user input. Use the default behavior. So let's add this one so that it won't ask for this query again and again. Now I'm going to repeat the same command execution, but by adding batch option. So you no need to press enter every time. It will consider the default option and perform the check. Now this particular command should provide us details about the database. I mean, how many databases are available. So let's look into some other commands. SQLMap -u URL up until this batch, it is same. Once you have databases, you can actually try collecting how many tables are there in that concerned database. For example, now you know the database. So you can write capital D with database name, and then -tables to list all tables. If you know the table names, you want to look for content inside the tables. So you can do -T, the table name, which table content you want to see, and run -dump to dump all the contents inside the table. So capital D with database name, if you already know the database name. For example, we know that Mutillidae is actually linked with OWASP 10 database. So I want to see all the tables that are present in OWASP 10 database. So then we'll run capital D with OWASP 10 and tables. So -DBS will actually list all the databases. Only after that we can run a bunch of other things that we are noticing here. For example, let's go back. And are you noticing there are all different databases like DBWA, Metasploit, MySQL, OWASP 10. So what I want is OWASP 10 database content. So what to do? We'll run this command with capital D, OWASP 10 database name. Sorry, only one hyphen, capital D, OWASP 10. What we want? We want tables. There we go. We have different tables present. There is accounts table, credit cards table. Which table you want? Accounts table. So T accounts, and I want to dump the entire table content. So -dump is the command. This would gather all the details and give us the table with all the usernames and passwords. You don't need to do any other thing. In fact, you can manually perform this process on the web application itself, or you can make use of this SQL map. So these are the options. Now, by using the same exact logic, can you tell me what is the password of user? How many users are there in DBWA database? Find out number of usernames present in DBWA database. Use the same exact logic and tell me how many users are there in DBWA database. It is the same exact command, but you need to do slight modifications. So what modification that we need to do? What modifications we need to do? So we just, we no need to change the URL. We just need to change the database name. So we figured out that there is DBWA database. So I'm just identifying in DBWA database how many tables are there. You can also guess what can be the table name, but we don't know how many tables are there. There are 2 tables. Obviously, users table will have user related data. So what we can do? No. So we have users table, and if I do dump, we are dumping everything. Now remember, when we are running this particular attack, we are gaining access to the database contents directly, no matter on which application you are doing, right? So we figured out the bug or else vulnerability in the Mutillidae application, but we have access to the contents of the database directly. Now that we started running it on that particular server, you can notice that it started cracking the passwords for all the users and also displayed the usernames along with password hashes and cracked plain text password also. So how you know that there is a DVWA table? Because we first started with how we know that there is a DVWA database? We started with the databases that are present. So remember, the vulnerability is in Mutillidae application, but when we are abusing that, we got access to the contents in the database directly. So that's how we can actually gain the contents of the database. DVWA database contains some passwords which are actually hashed. So SQLMap performed brute forcing, figured out the plain text password also. But Mutillidae application is extremely bad. There is no password hashing, right? There are multiple vulnerabilities on this machine, right? The passwords are not hashed. They are of plain text, right? Second vulnerability, application is not checking inputs that are given. Third vulnerability, database port is open. Fourth vulnerability, port is open, okay, fine, but the passwords are weak, right? So root is the username, blank password. Multiple vulnerabilities that are existing, right? So you can also test the same exact thing on DVWA application also. In this case, we actually abused